everybody? Welcome back to what the hell is the show? Oh, the SEN Live. It is Tuesday. It's a good crew here. I like this crew. You want to hear about it? You don't? Fuck off. Go watch something else. Here it is. Here's the crew. We got the crew starting with, it's like Princess Leia right now. Roxy Striar is here.
Is that because you were a dick to me earlier?
I don't think I was being a dick as much as how much you maybe I said it the wrong way, but I wasn't. The intent behind it wasn't being a dick.
He's trying to make up for it. Well, it's working.
Okay, thank you. Good. You got the little, the ear things. RB3.
Just one.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, these.
It's all right, Rox. RB3.
How you doing? How you doing?
You're looking slick, man. I like it. I like that hoodie. Where'd you get that hoodie?
Got this in the beautiful city of Carson, California. Carson Mall. Yeah,
it's good.
Thank you.
Winston Marshall, host of the IG show. Talking about that.
Sorry, I'm just eating my apple, man.
If I had $1 for every time you were eating on air, it's like it's the Schmodown where it comes out the most. And I have to be honest, we go to Winston's shot again, if possible. I don't know if I can see it. I realize now that it's tape, but I'm going to tell you that I thought those little lines were duty from your dog.
Oh, no. I've taped out my floor so I can film things. That's all.
It looks like little pieces of duty.
God damn it, sure. Clean up the mess.
Clean up your duty. Brett Sheridan, he's got a great story for us, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a whole pile of duty of a person.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's going up against Kevin Smith tonight. He is Brett, the whole pile of duty. Sheridan is not a pile of duty. He is someone who is very instrumental to this show. Even for the short week he is here, he has held Collider Live together, the Schmodown together. He is Alex Marzoña. Hello, Alex.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning
to you. Did you almost quit after yesterday?
I had to have a whole day of reflection after yesterday's happenings.
I understand.
I'm here today.
That's very sad. Makes me sad to think about it. What's that?
I was just saying.
Go ahead.
Just talk over.
Everybody's just excited. I'm just excitable. Can I just say, with RB3 running the Inner Geekdom show and this, he's killing it with that soundboard. Like, it's amazing. And a lot of times he's off camera like Cody and Alex used to be, and then you're just not expecting it. Just hits you from the side, and you're just like, yo, well done.
That's what a DJ does. So he's got and he knows his moments. He's been RB3. How long have you been? Have you felt like there was something missing in your life that you didn't have a soundboard for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of tricky. I've been trying to do like a version of it where I just have a bunch of sound clips open on my computer when we try to do the show, but it just doesn't work. But I'm glad I got my little Rodecaster here now.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we'll play music again. You know,
do you have? See, that's a fun thing for you to do, RB3, throughout the show. Just they'll see how good we are where we're throwing in these silly characters all the time. RB3 randomly in the middle of a conversation, just start playing some of that music.
Oh, I got you.
Do you have any new music, or do you have stuff that we don't expect yet? Or
let me see.
What can we be?
I don't know if I have anything.
Surprise us today.
Yeah, okay. I'll find some. I love this sound bit we use on Coming Up Next. You can watch every Thursday at 4:00, or sorry, 2:00.
And bottom line, you're a loser.
Yeah,
good one.
The great Bobby Gucci.
Roxy's gonna love that clip.
You gotta get a sexy numbers, brother. You gotta get a sexy numbers.
Oh, they had that on Rundown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. No. That's right. Because that's how they intro Frank now.
That's right.
It's like, because they got, oh my God, you're my dream bow for sure. And then Frank gets that's the sex. Those are the sexiest numbers.
Those are the ones. I always say that's the show. The either rundown, right? Shoot, rundown, backstage, and they're all the shows that have. I think managers. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are sneaking in a lot of those too, because there's some suggestions about conversations that have been going on. Obviously, where Bateman's going, or what's Shannon gonna do? What are you gonna do at the end of this draft? To look at the run that Snyder's been having under the tutelage of Roxy. There's been so many great conversations on all those shows, and RB3 is 100% right. Coming up next is so different from any of these other shows that we do, because what Brad and Jen are bringing, besides more of a comedic feel to it, it's got these segments that are very reminiscent to like the ESPN stuff that I love, whether it's Cold Pizza, Pardon Interruption, like any of those types of shows. They're really creative on it. And did you see what they posted, Rox, or posted on Schmodown for their show? So Snyder,
I don't think so. Maybe if you told me.
Jeff Snyder cut a promo against the Schmodown fan base.
Yes, I did see this.
He basically said
this was awesome.
He said if people think that they're so good at cutting promos and they want to talk smack to him and they think they could beat him in a battle of words, that to submit their promos to the coming up next email, which is on the Schmodown Twitter handle, by the way, and you can get your promo on their show, and Brad and Jen would go over it and see if you beat Snyder in a promo off, if you will. Now, here's my question to you all. Now that we have mentioned this, now that we have thrown this up on Twitter, how long before John Roca asked why he wasn't the first one to cut the promo?
My bet will be in the next 2 minutes there will be something on Twitter.
No, because he's probably hosting one of his shows right now. So
he will stop his show. He will. I guarantee you. He has SEN Live in the bottom corner, so if his name gets invoked, he goes, "What the fuck is this?" And then he's like, "Y'all show on pause. I'll be right back." Then he gonna cut some random shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because nobody's better than Jeff.
Jeff, I mean, look, it's a great
thing.
It's a good promo. It's good. I'm trying to think if you had your. Was it out yet? No, it wasn't out yet. So,
what are you trying to say?
Trying to say, well, your motivational speech that you do. I think it is.
I got a tweet about it, but I don't think that it is a.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Okay, it's not yet. You're right. So Roxy has a very motivational speech coming up, which I thought was a lot of fun. But we're not here to have motivational speeches. We're here to talk about.
I'm here to have fun.
Talk about farts. No, this is a great conversation because as parents, you always want to believe in your children. You always want to make sure that when you have conversations with them, that when big events are coming up, you want to encourage them. So, Brett, I want you to tell us a conversation that you had last night with Mama Sheridan.
I got a text after the show that said, are you really going to have a throwdown with Kevin Smith, or was Kristian just joking about it? No, it's legit. It's really seriously.
Did she say at the end, good luck?
Yeah,
It's like when it's in like 1987 when you're going, hey Mom, guess what? I just got a great conversation. I'm fighting Tyson next week.
Like what?
Yeah, but I think you're gonna do pretty good. I think you played along well with the Jericho Smith match, didn't you?
Yeah. I was surprised, but again, it's always behind, when you're sitting back, everything seems so much easier. But no, I'm excited about it, and it's just going to be fun. The people are blowing up about it. They're like, hey, why not Makuga? Did you think about doing Bibiani instead? Yeah, there was a lot of cool comments about it on the internet. My mom, is this
Bibiani?
a joke?
Oh my God.
I don't think that's fair at all.
No.
Bibiani would mop the floor with Kevin Smith.
In the beginning, no, none of that was said. Actually, nobody's really talking about it, which is even better.
Well, people are talking about it. It's gonna be a hell of a match. It happens at the Schmodown Spectacular. Everybody, Schmodown
Plenty
Spectacular.
of time to dust the cobwebs out of this old brain.
That's right. You got to do it. Speaking of which, by the way, before we start moving on to the news here, because there's some big news that dropped. There is a big pay-per-view this Friday, which I'm very excited about, and it's Shazam, Bibiani and the Kid getting their second crack at the team titles, but this time they're going to try to take it from Corruption. And Chance Ellison and Mike Kalinowski obviously going this Friday, and the undercard is awesome. We have Gray Drake making her triumphant return to the Movie Trivia Schmodown, and she goes up against Stacey Howard, who's also coming back, which is going to be great. So Roxy, how excited is Stacey for this match?
Stacey's stoked. I have multiple things to say on this. Number one, I could not be more fucking annoyed about what article was that was posted, Kristian, about some fucking fan, about the players that we haven't seen enough of this year. And one of them was Stacy, and I was like, oh yeah, I completely agree. And then I read it, and it was like, Roxy must have benched Stacy after her epic win. I mean, what kind of fucking moron does that? Whatever. I hate when people talk about shit that they do not know about.
You know nothing about it.
I can't have said it on this show enough times. Obviously, I asked Stacy to be in the singles tournament. No shit, I asked Stacy to be in it. Stacy didn't want to be in that tournament.
$20.
Oh, look at
Good
this.
morning, lovely fuckers. Can we get Dumbledore trying to convince Elmo Michael B. Jordan and Old Man Winston to protect Harry Potter?
Oh, it's left over because we had howlers yesterday on the Inner Geekdom show. So it changes every week as to what we call the Schmobot. And since we were doing Harry Potter,
so
it was a
named-
howler.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that. All right. Fire.
Yeah, find my glasses. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right, sweet. So what were we talking about here?
I'm
We're
just
talking
bitching.
about
I'm complaining
Yeah.
about people who
Yeah.
don't know what they're talking about because I'm obsessed with Stacy. Anybody who's
and
followed
that's- and
me
it's
for
gonna be
years
a good-
knows that.
Yes,
and I'm excited about this match because
Me too.
I think that she has the ability to really put Gray Drake to rest here. But also, I think that it's cool that Gray is coming back. I think it's going to be a fun undercard.
Yeah.
Stacy is stoked on this. She's taken a little bit of hiatus. She's ready to go. We've talked multiple times now. She immediately responded to me. Was like, we need to talk strategy. I'm super into this. Stacy's been known as somebody who doesn't like to study too much. For this, she's feeling differently. She's feeling hot-handed right now. And yeah, she's ready to go.
good because it is. You're right. Gray Drake, very knowledgeable. Has been a player since 2014. People forget. People always talk about the longest players in the league. You know, Makuga and Riley and Gray Drake and Matt Atchie have been around for a long time. Gray has been around since season 1. She debuted against who the hell is she? Naveed McElorgy, for God's sakes. That was her first match, and then she played. You know, she had some great matches. She played Riley. So to have her back is good, and obviously the main event, which is going to be a great teams matchup. All right, look. Let's talk about some shit. We got some stuff going on. Alex Marzoña is here to read the news. And what's this Disney thing? They're going to try to push efforts towards Disney Plus. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it looks like they're reorganizing so that they can have a stronger Disney Plus base. They're going to be splitting up their content into studios, sports, and general entertainment. Do you guys think this is a good move by Disney? Do you think it will last even when theaters reopen? What do you guys think about this?
I'm seeing a lot of different opinions on this story because, you know, for the film purists, and it's just one more step towards movie theaters taking a massive hit. So I understand that logic of it. The other side of it that I've seen that I happen to agree with is that you got in order to keep your business alive, with all businesses kind of going down, and even businesses as big as Disney are taking massive hits with theme parks and everything too. So you got to think of it as a business. And with the movie theaters on the edge right now, and you have a streaming platform like Disney Plus, which already had a hit show and has gotten a lot of subscribers without original material that is leading the forefront of your library. You've got to make this move. You've got to make this move right now. You have to. It just makes sense because, you know, and what that means is the same way that Netflix puts in money to release big movies that are never going to really see a theater release or a wide theater release. Disney is going to take that approach right now, and if you start leading and producing MCU films and Star Wars things, and you're going to do very well, but you have to readjust your goals because you're not going to make the kind of box office that you would from a big summer opening weekend and overall, but you got to make this move. And I think that I'm going to have some people disagreeing, but I think that right now you have to think in the now. And if theaters come back down the line, can they readjust and start putting out, bigger blockbuster movies when it's time? If the theater companies recharge, approach that then. But Roxy, what I could see you either being completely on my side or completely against me on this one. So I'm very curious.
No, then you haven't been listening to me at all. I'm completely with you on this, Kristian. Like, I don't understand. I'm all about businesses having to run their business, period.
Yeah.
I saw, our friend Mike Kalinowski tweet, like, big mistake. kind of thing. Are you telling me that the last movie that we'll have seen in theaters that's an MCU movie was the Spider-Man movie, and that's the last we'll ever see, and blah, 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 blah? I mean, come the fuck on. Are you guys kidding me? They're so lucky that they got Disney Plus out in time for pandemic. If pandemic was in 2017, we would be in big trouble with a lot of these screeners.
Yeah.
So they have this platform.
Or there'd be a push, or there'd be like some real big push to create a streaming service, and it wouldn't be as good, right?
And it wouldn't be as good. They wouldn't have all the kinks out. So it's just like, do I prefer watching my Disney movies in my apartment on my phone and computer? No. Do I prefer to do that than to not see another Disney movie for the next 2 years? Because that's how long it might be till movie theaters are legitimately open. Right. Yeah, no shit. Like, they have to do this because they have to survive. I'm glad they're doing whatever it takes for them to survive. And did I want Soul to go to Disney Plus? No. Is it better than us not seeing it for another 2 years? Yeah, I still want content. I still want to be able to watch things. So I think this is what they have to do. And when they're able to pivot back, of course they're going to pivot back. Of course.
RB3, what do you think? Where do you stand?
Excuse me, I'm coming in a little loud.
It sounds great.
It sounds good. Okay, cool. All right.
That's smooth. Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
Even?
No, but yeah, this Disney Plus thing, it actually kind of saddens me a little bit because, it's definitely a smart move business wise. Like, like you all said, like in terms of them making the most money, in terms of them satisfying the most stockholders, like, of course, like focusing on streaming is what's going to be the priority.
Sustaining the business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sustaining the business, but there is definitely, I definitely think going full throttle. I don't know, for all we know, the implications of this just means they're going to put more focus on Disney Plus, right? Because right now it's kind of a side project. Right now that just means it could be the main project, right? I just don't want it to become the only project. I don't want it to be no theatrical releases. I don't want there to be no focus on theme parks or anything else, because frankly, the world's going to go back to normal eventually. And, we're going to, like, movie theaters are already in trouble. All of these ways of entertainment and lifestyle that we've come accustomed to are already in jeopardy. It would just be kind of sad to see the end of that come because of studios needing to capitalize and make more money. So I don't know. That's the only thing that I'm kind of hesitant about with this whole thing.
Yeah. So, but I mean, again, people need to realize that it isn't just about making more money. It's about making more money to survive, because the thing is, if you don't have a theme park, if you don't have these big theatrical releases, where think about all the Marvel movies that came out and the Star Wars movie that came out, Disney made billions of dollars that they're not making right now, right? Their theme parks make millions and millions of dollars a day, and throughout the entire world, they're losing billions of dollars that way. So in order for them, I agree that if things are running, if when you're able to have theme parks and when you're able to release movies again, if that happens, whenever that's going to happen, even financially for the theaters, and they're still not making the moves, then I agree, RB3. Then that is something of just like, okay, they're just going and they're just focusing on them. I also think that would be a stupid decision for them, because when you're able to do it and you're not doing it, and it's financially makes sense for them to do it, of course they'll do it. But right now, you can't do that stuff. You just can't do it. So and like Roxy said, they have this beacon here, this thing that they can use and make all these original movies and shoot them safely in some. Look what they did with Mandalorian. And the way that they turned Mandalorian into this, like, I couldn't believe that a lot of these things weren't locations from the way they made it look and this new technology they have. And if they start using that for TV shows for Marvel, and that shit's gonna transfer over. So Winston, when you hear this, like, obviously the business side, we get it, but like, let me ask you two questions here. Could they become even a bigger competitor for Netflix, and B, do you think this means that Black Widow is definitely going to hit streaming?
After that announcement, probably. It probably will hit streaming. And you got a ways to go to counter Netflix, because so far, I know you're still working on getting your MCU shows out. The only major hit you've had out of Disney Plus has been Mandalorian. So until you can find a way to capitalize on that, because I know Disney Plus has a few of their own documentaries and stuff, but like Netflix has cornered the market on like reality love shows, documentaries, as well as their original programming. Disney Plus has a lot of ground to make up. Anime. So 1,000%. So I know that might be where a lot of this thinking is coming from. What I hope they do at the end of this, though, because I agree with you, this is the time to stack your coins. Like if there's ever been a time to not spend money, it's right now. And I get why they're making that shift. I hope that when this is over, what would be such a cool thing if you're trying to build up these Disney Plus subscribers, you buy one of these movie chains. And the way you set it up is that, like, let's say you bought Disney Plus now for your family. Maybe you up the price because you say you got 4 members in your family. Any major thing that comes out, so say a Black Widow that comes out on streaming, you get 1 free ticket per member on the membership to go see it in like a Disney theater. It still releases at regular price in other theaters, but that might be a way to incentivize people to hold on to their Disney Plus even when this is over, because then it's like, well, damn, I only saw Black Widow on my TV, but now I could take the family to go see it one time within the same membership. But that might be a way to hold on to that.
But even when this is over, Disney Plus is going to keep a lot of subscribers, because not just from the big movies that they're putting out. If they start to put big movies out, they're going to be getting more subscribers and putting more money into these original series. And whether you're getting more MCU series, Star Wars series, all of those, if you're able to build, I mean, think about all the people that they kept on their subscription service just because people are waiting for season 2 of The Mandalorian. That's one show.
They didn't do bad. They didn't do as bad as I feel like HBO Max kind of lost a little bit.
I also feel like there's
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I also feel like there's more things than just like The Mandalorian too, Kristian. Like a lot of this, like
no. I'm talking about the original stuff. I'm talking about like the original stuff, and I don't mean. I'm not talking about like, sure, they have documentaries and
but Hamilton, I think, is a big thing for people.
Absolutely. And Hamilton again was that one big event that you're absolutely right. A lot of people went over there to go over there and subscribe. Then they have more stuff. What I'm saying is, with this one original show that they did with the Star Wars IP, they were able to capture and keep a lot of people on because they wanted to see week for week, and because then you get season 2. That's also, they haven't used the MCU IP yet. They haven't gotten all these other. They haven't started. Imagine this. Imagine that if theaters do go down for a while, and Disney does start to really make a big push into starting to release all their MCU stuff. You could see an X-Men series. You can see a full-on X-Men series, and that's how you debut everybody. That's how you debut Fantastic Four. You're going to see tons of subscribers do that if they use that IP.
I agree with you if they keep that rollout going, because like what most people did was, unless you were that person that bought the 2 years of Disney Plus for like $150, so you're just locked in, there's no point. Most people I know either waited on the free trial for Mandalorian to wait until it was all ready and you could binge it, or they would have it for those 8 weeks or 10 weeks that we had it, and they just canceled it until something else came on that they wanted and they brought it back. So if you want to maintain that money, you have to have stuff ready. As soon as one ends, another begins. As soon as one ends, another begins, and they haven't hit that yet. But if this is what this focus is, then I think this is a good strategy.
You also forget where their number one source of their subscribers come from. It's not the Star Wars people. It's not the Hamilton people. It's families. And and I am definitely, I mean, I would get it regardless. My wife got it. Loves it because every Disney movie, Disney shows, Disney Kids, that's the only thing that like my kids watch is either Disney Plus and like Sesame Street, right?
With you, that's what my daughter put it once. It says, "Can I put it on my computer? Can I put it on my iPad?" Like she wants Disney Plus on everything. She's revisiting old shows and things like that. Right. Phineas and Ferb and things like that she used to watch. So I don't think. And I just have a question. In this article, did it say we're not going to concentrate on putting movies in theaters anymore? Do you think if a movie's theaters come back, they're not going to immediately start throwing shit in theaters?
Exactly.
Come on. I mean, it's so silly. It's
of course, that's what I'm saying. So for them, as they're looking, they're like, well, what can we do right now? Well, look, we're doing these movies. We have this budget. We don't know when theaters are coming back. Let's start making movies for Disney Plus. Let's start making movies. Let's start putting more TV shows into it too. When theaters come back, sure, we'll put the big blockbuster ones out there. But if this goes the right way, what we're going to see ourselves have are a bunch of new TV shows that people are invested in, and we have more subscribers, and it works. And then if we need to do the big blockbuster movies if theaters are back, all right, we'll put it in theaters. Same thing with like amusement parks. But Roxy, I want you to have one last say in this, and then we're going to move on.
My curiosity lies with what they're going to decide. We know with Mulan, they charged $30 extra for you to be able to see it. Obviously, that wasn't a success for them. With Soul, they've decided that it's going to be free on the platform. I think that probably if this is where their attention is going to go for the majority of the next year, maybe 2 years, please don't let it be 2 years, but whatever it is, they're going to have to find some kind of balance in the middle, because they're never going to be able to recoup their money with that $7 a month or whatever it is without adding on extra money for buying the movies. But clearly that $30 price point didn't work for them. So I wonder what they're going to do. Are they going to evaluate movies based on how much they would have thought they would make, and then they are going to charge different amounts based on what the movie is? Is there going to be a standard? If you want to see a movie with us, you pay $10 more. Is there going to be a new tier where if you pay $30 a month, then you get every single movie that comes that month? I just am curious what they're going to do there. It'll be interesting to see.
You're right. They would probably absolutely have to up their subscription price, which I think people would understand that, because even when it came out, I mean, people will bitch about it at first, but even when it came out, people were like, what? It's only like $7 or $8? Yeah. Like, that's crazy, because you're used to Netflix being what it is. But you start seeing, because if Disney starts making their big blockbuster movies, then they're going to have some good movies on there that can compete with a lot. Look, let's call it what it is. Netflix has a lot of great TV shows. A lot of their movies are shit. But they have some good movies. They have some good ones, but there's a lot of shit. So, when they try to do the big blockbuster, like the big movies, like the Michael Bay ones, those things come out like not great. I don't know can you guys name a couple big budget ones?
Irishman.
That's not big budget.
It's $300 million. Yeah, it was big budget.
No. I'm talking. I mean, as far as
like action,
not as far, the action. Like a big blockbuster. That's
Maybe
not a movie that you think about.
One.
I gotta check it, but my guess would be Extraction.
Old Guard, maybe.
Old Guard was great.
Extraction again, but how big of a budget? I'm talking, and again,
what do you call big budget?
The reason Irishman had so much budget, Irishman had so much budget because of length and because of the CGI that they did and all that. Like that, there's a lot of money that they put in to do the de-aging stuff. So I don't mean just dumping money into it. I'm talking about as far as the big blockbuster popcorn movies go. And Extraction to me was still something that's probably $30 million, $40 million. Okay, all right, fine, but still, that's small as opposed to the 200.
That's what I was asking. So you're talking 200-300. Okay, yeah.
But I mean, they don't necessarily need to, though. I think I think they capitalize on a market that is the medium budget movie and all that kind of stuff. So
100%. I'm not talking about their strategy. I'm just talking about when you look at what they've done. Because remember what they said a couple of months back is that they wanted to start to get the big IPs and make their original big sci-fi fantasy things. They wanted to start doing that. So right now they haven't really, the ones that they've tried to do that look like the big summer movies haven't been that good. So I mean, even McGee had that one. Remember, Rox, when McGee had when he had done that when he came in to promote it live, and it wasn't great. But anyway,
I think Roxy has a great point. Real quick, just about the whole. I don't know how you can go like, oh, this one's going to be $20, this one's going to be $30. There's no way they can kind of go to, because then you're giving value to a movie, telling people this one's better than this one.
Exactly.
So I think raising the price of the subscription is one thing. RB3, I loved your idea about like if you have a Disney Plus, then you could get a Blu-ray at a discounted price. Possibly they do discounted when the theaters come back, discount on movies. I'm sure they're thinking of a lot of things that involve the movie theater as well, so I don't know. I mean, it's like saying they're not going to go back to movies is like saying restaurants now that are just doing takeout won't open up when they're able to open up again and have indoor dining as well, is the way I look at it.
Yeah, and I just think that if you're running a business and you don't even have movie theaters right now, you can't keep making movies for movie theaters if you don't know when they're coming back. And if you have the option, good.
No, absolutely. I'm the biggest defender of streaming. Like I'm all pro streaming. Like, I'm all pro Netflix, all that kind of stuff. The thing that scares me with Disney is that they just haven't like done it right so far. From the whole Mulan debacle to releasing it on iTunes and everything else. And just, it just seems like they're just fumbling the football a little bit. So I don't know, I hope, I want to trust Disney, but at the same time, I just don't know. So,
yeah, well, I think with that when they're for the Mulan thing, that was handled terribly. And it was a bad strategy. And it was also, they were kind of caught with their pants down because that one was intended to come out in the theaters. Right. So they had to pivot and try to shift, and they just shifted poorly, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinion. But if the focus and the strategy is to aim it at the streaming service itself, well, then you're not. It wasn't just kind of like a thrown together plan, because that seems to be a lot of Disney's problems with thrown together plans
James
sometimes.
Lavario
Right?
donated $20. Got some
Thank you so
flack
much.
and some props for commenting on a meme in the SEN Facebook group of Martin Scorsese smiling about no MCU movie coming this year for the first time in a decade. I said that Endgame was a million times better than The Irishman. Thoughts?
Who was this cad that said this to you?
I'll tell you what, though, I do like this mobile a lot better. So
Well, and it's
by the
not
way,
choppy.
it's not choppy. By the way, guys, so just a reminder that streamlabs.com/theschmodown. I know we've been doing like a really big conversation here today, and there wasn't a lot of interrupting on it, but please interrupt us for the rest of the show.
Kristian, did you watch
Streamlabs.com.
the episode from last week? Just
Which one?
wondering.
Which
With
one?
Roca and Winston, and Winston taking those
I-
shots for every single one of them.
I saw a lot of them, yes, for sure.
That was a long
yeah,
Tuesday.
I'm
It
sure
was
it
a
was.
good one. It was a
Sure
good
was.
one. Did you see
but
Roca
it's
try to take credit for it?
That was the bullshit, and I did it. I single-handedly saved that shit, man. Fuck you, Roca. You know goddamn well that them Bob fucking liver saved SEN on Tuesday.
100%. 100%.
Streamlabs.com/theschmodown, guys, if you can. The donations here,
Kyle
they
Van
keep us going.
Ardore donated
thank you.
$20. I watched Hubby Halloween this past weekend and loved for what it is meant to be. And had a tribute to Cameron Boyce at the end on it. Did anyone else see it?
People love this new Schmobot, by the way.
This was from yesterday's Inner Geekdom show. Since we're talking Harry Potter.
He might have just got promoted, this Schmobot.
So Roca saved the Schmobot, right?
Yeah, the Schmobot. I think
You once again,
Roca saved the Schmobot.
Roca saved the Schmobot. This Schmobot, I think, is so much better. So again, I think that's one of the reasons the old Schmobot, she got too choppy and just kind of gave up. She's an old hat. So
Not that she's a woman, not because she's, we don't know. This one is,
I mean, it's non-binary, right? Even though it's a computer.
Yeah, it's not
That's right.
binary. We
But
don't know
people-
what the Schmobot identifies as.
call
Come
him,
on, people.
what do we want to call this guy? Let's call him. Give him a personality. Let's call him. You want to call him Clyde?
feels like a Larry to me.
Harry.
Lawrence, more Lawrence.
Yeah, he's kind of a Lawrence. Yeah.
I thought
all right.
like Reginald or something.
Wow,
He's
but
so
you-
classy.
Insecure Lawrence,
Reginald.
not this Lawrence. What?
Yeah, this is Lawrence. All right, Lawrence. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're not even gonna call it. See, Lawrence is so fucking classy that he comes into this joint, and within 3 Schmobots, this motherfucker's got a name. So get involved with Lawrence, or he's going to judge you. He's going to judge you when you're driving because he can hack into computers. It's something that I found out about Lawrence. It's another reason why he was promoted. He will hack you, and he will tell us all of your secrets in his classy fucking voice now. So help
I
out
feel
Lawrence.
like-
Get him talking.
This is the perfect way to get people to Schmobot in, though, is by having them pick the name. Why do you get to pick Lawrence? Maybe they've got something better.
So Lawrence will be here all day. So if you guys want to chime into Lawrence, please go ahead. And because of that comment, I would like you to say, "Hello, all. This is Lawrence." when you
Does Lawrence have a middle name? And I'm just trying
Just
to.
Lawrence.
$100
Whoever-
donation gets to
That-
change
yes,
the name.
there it is. I was gonna say the same thing. You throw $100 in, you can name his middle name, his last name, his like 50
Well,
other.
shit. I just thought. I did one thing though. Someone just made a great point. They said you shouldn't call him Lawrence. You should call him. You should call him Lex.
Nah, don't call him Lex,
No, I'm not
because
gonna call him
then
Lex. He's
we're
Lawrence.
shitting on the bot. We got to
Nah, he's
shit on the
Lawrence. He's
dude
Lawrence.
that fucking made So Sorry Lex a thing.
Well, by the way, how great is it to see there's people wearing those shirts on different reaction shows now? They're everywhere. It's like it is a statement. The So Sorry Lex shirt is a statement. If you didn't get it, you still can. It's in the description right now. You should go and get it. But look, before we move on to the next story, I am also very excited to let you know about our buddies over at ExpressVPN. And everybody who's been talking about this social dilemma on Netflix, speaking of Netflix, there's some disturbing crap inside of that thing, man. And the tech insiders were explaining how social media is engineered to exploit users' data for profit. It's called surveillance capitalism. Look, Normal capitalism. Okay, when we're like willing participants in the transaction, that's good. Like when you go to the store, you go to buy food. But when your data is being harvested so tech billionaires can get even richer, you got to draw the line. And they put a layer of protection around everybody's data with ExpressVPN, which is awesome. So every time you use the internet, big tech companies mine your data by tracking your searches, your messages, and your video history. But when you run ExpressVPN on your device, it actually hides your IP address. So websites, that's how they identify you. That's what makes your activity more difficult to trace and sell to advertisers. You still need to be careful with what you share on social media, but ExpressVPN can make your web browsing more anonymous. ExpressVPN also encrypts 100% of your internet data to keep you safe from hackers and prying eyes. And many VPNs, they slow you down. They slow down the internet, but not ExpressVPN. It's incredibly fast and it's easy to use. You just tap the button and you're protected. So if you don't like the idea of tech companies exploiting your personal information, here's what you got to do. You just go to expressvpn.com/SEN right now, and you can get 3 extra months of VPN for free. expressvpn.com/SEN to protect your data. One more time, go to expressvpn.com/SEN to learn a little bit more.
Yay.
Exciting.
Do you think it's dumb that I'm still got a stack of papers to shred? Is that like the least of my concerns now with the internet? Should I just people aren't digging through trash anymore to get information? Are they like on computers? And
yeah, a little bit of, I don't know, man. There's still people out there that, see, you can't let your guard down anyway, because the second you stop worrying about the trash, that's when someone climbs into the trash and gets it. So,
garbage people.
Raccoons.
Garbage.
Fucking raccoons. I hate those raccoons. The raccoons and fucking squirrels are still running around the drain. They're not. These squirrels aren't as bad as the ones back then. Though. Like the other ones were terrorists.
They were terrorists.
The other squirrels were terrorists.
Called Alan.
They were not good squirrels. These squirrels, these kind of. Sometimes I think because I have PTSD, I'll be sitting on the lawn and they come riding by and I just automatically I'm ready for some shit, but they just go on their way. These squirrels aren't assholes. I mean, these are fucking assholes. These squirrels that I used to live with. I used to live with them. I told you one of them fucking came into my apartment. Came into the apartment when my wife and at the time it was only my one daughter, my oldest, and they went out. And I remember I was on the phone with Ken, and this little motherfucker, I heard bang, 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 bang. He got caught inside the house. He comes inside the house, banging around on the fucking stove and running around up top on the bookshelf. And I just watched this fuck.
Did he catch hands? Because he would have caught hands if he'd done that in my house.
You couldn't have caught hands. He was all the way up top. And I saw him running around. So what I did, this fucker was so fast. I went to the back door to go around the kitchen door, wall to grab and open the back door. And then by the time I came back around to see if he was going to see it and open, he was gone. He had run out like the Flash, unless he's still there and he died in the walls. I have no idea, but he wasn't there anymore. So these squirrels, I know I haven't brought up the squirrels in a little bit, so people always ask. Well, there you go. Oh shit, look at this. Big news breaking, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Murphy's Coming to America moves from Paramount to Amazon. Wow. That's big. That is big because Coming to America is making one more connection before it arrives to American audiences. This is from Variety, by the way. Long-anticipated sequel to the Eddie Murphy classic is in the process of being sold by Paramount to Amazon in a deal worth $125 million, insiders say. Wow. The expected streaming premiere is December 18th. Yes! Final details are being hammered out, sources say, including 2 complex consumer market tie-ins with McDonald's and whiskey brands Crown Royal, which are expected to transfer over to Amazon with the film. The sale is said to be a priority for Amazon Studios chief Jennifer Salk, who has been on the hunt for more commercial fare with the recent acquisition to the sequel to Borat and another Paramount acquisition in the Tom Clancy adaptation Without Remorse, starring RB3's favorite, Michael B. Jordan. In light of ongoing movie theater closures and countless blockbusters changing release dates, Paramount has been exploring numerous options in recent weeks for the tentative Christmas Day release of Coming to America. This is big. This is big news. This goes right back into our conversation. And frankly, we should have brought this up when we were talking about the Disney Plus stuff. Rox, remember when we were talking, I think it was on Collider Live, and I certainly remember talking about in the beginnings of this show, that the streaming wars, like when were they really going to heat up? Well, the pandemic just heated it up like 200 degrees, because you're going to have now, if Disney decides to do exactly what we were just talking about for that full half an hour, and then competition breeds, better product. And Amazon, if they're starting to make this move, Amazon has a lot of money. They can do some shit. So Amazon, you think they can be a player, Rox?
I do. I think that I just finished The Boys season 2. I thought it was one of the most phenomenal shows that I've seen on streaming in a really long time. I'm looking at this, though, and it is saying that it's not set in stone yet, this Amazon deal. Right. I think this would be a very big acquisition for them, and could get them some different eyes and ears on their streaming platform. But yeah, you can't discount a place that has that much money. It's just the financing of it all. They'll be able to do so many things that other companies can't do. It's interesting about the streaming services too, that some of them just can't seem to get off the ground the same way. Like Warner Brothers is really having a hard time with their streaming service and figuring that out, between the DC Universe aspect of it, the CW Seed part, HBO Max. They just haven't seemed to have the same success as an Amazon, a Hulu, a Netflix, or a Disney Plus. So we'll see what happens there. Thank you for asking me, Christian, and then leaving me.
Back to you, Christian.
Yeah, just Winston, what do you think?
Squirrel.
I mean, what were we talking about?
We're talking about the fact that Coming to America is coming to Amazon.
That
and do you think they
okay.
could? No, do you think that it could be a big player?
Sorry, Roxy, I heard you. Sorry, there was the one thing that I wanted to say about it, the Amazon in general, right? Because if they are able to pick up more of these big IPs, they're going to it's going to be more of a competition for sure. And I think that The Boys, as you mentioned, it brought a lot of eyes, brought a lot of heat to it. I think that they can still be able to compete with Disney by picking up more and more of these big products. It's very similar like studio systems back in the day, or you had to compete for the scripts and what you got from in development, and it's the same thing. And I think that you mentioned HBO Max. What they could do is they might shift now the same way, because once again, if Disney does this particular strategy, I think other studios will say, well, are theaters coming back or not? So maybe Warner Brothers starts making DC movies for HBO Max. That will certainly help other series too. So I think that HBO Max is too young to say whether it's doing well or not,
Well, I think for, we're talking about this whole streaming wars thing and all this kind of stuff. And we saw what happened in music before, right? There was this whole thing in music that happened in the streaming wars in 2013, where all of these big artists were doing exclusive albums. It was at a point where if you wanted to listen to a Drake album, a Jay-Z album, and a Tyga album, you had to have Apple Music, Tidal, and Spotify all separately. So that's, we could be approaching that point pretty soon, where you essentially have to get all the streaming platforms to watch all the movies that you want to watch, which is competition. But I think at the end of the day, it's probably going to settle down a little bit. But what fascinates me the most about this, honestly, is the fact that Paramount has been making a lot of deals with Netflix lately, from selling them Lovebirds to all of the stuff that from CBS All Access, having that cross-platform stuff with Netflix, and even the Nickelodeon stuff being a big presence on Netflix. So it seems like Paramount's just interested in working with any streaming service out there that's wanting to let them work with them. So I mean, it seems like Amazon's one to cut them the biggest check. It does make me curious why maybe Netflix wasn't the choice. Maybe Amazon is able to put more with the other brand partnerships as a priority. I don't know, but either way, it gets me excited because I'm excited to see Coming to America too. Obviously,
go ahead. All right, Winston.
No, it's the same thing. I'm very excited about seeing Coming to America too, and I would argue that the team that's handling this whole streaming thing the best behind Netflix is Amazon. So if that was the route that you decided to go, I don't hate that at all. I think that's a very strong choice. Just like Roxy brought up The Boys, how they handled that was amazing. I want to say that they were the first service to jump all over Peanut Butter Falcon and a bunch of other stuff. So I feel like that is a natural choice. You want to try and go for one of the heavy hitters on Paramount's.
Yeah, it's a big statement. It's a big statement because, especially with that movie, which is
Rocha saved Sen donated $20. Just here to save your jobs. Carry on your jumps.
That's right. So you guys are not utilizing Lawrence enough because he just dick slapped us right now. So thank you, Lawrence.
Lawrence sounds amazing. I love Lawrence.
Yeah,
Lawrence is great, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have.
Roxy loved Lawrence in Insecure. She was Lawrence Hive.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
You missed when I made that joke, Winston?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, forget it. All right, what's I don't know. You Winston, you disappeared twice.
I'm space cadetting. I'm so sorry. I'm honestly, I think what the problem is that like I'm here and I'm sitting here and I'm hearing every word's coming out of y'all's mouth, but it's not hitting my brain.
Well, listen to this, Winston. I don't know if you know this, but Disney's actually ditching their film strategy and they're going to streaming now. They're going to be going to
what?
Yeah. So the news at 11. All right, Alex, we got some more shit. Or what?
We got some more breaking news. Let's talk this Mad Max prequel, Furiosa.
Yes, that's right. Tell me.
Let's talk about this. We got Anya Taylor-Joy is officially cast along with Chris Hemsworth and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II to star in Furiosa, and Charlize Theron doesn't look like she will be coming back.
No, that was announced. That was announced not too long ago.
Sounds good. I keep up with these things, I promise.
Good. But Anya Taylor-Joy is going to be Furiosa. So when do they look to? This is Warner Brothers, yes, it is, right?
Sure? Yes, Warner Brothers. Yeah,
Warner Brothers. So look, this is everything kind of fits into this conversation we're having today, right? When the hell is this movie going to start shooting? Did they say that already in this, Alex?
It does not say. This is mainly just casting news, but I'm hoping soon.
All right, so if they just cast their lead and now they're in pre-production and they start putting this together, and again, same question, RB3. If this movie starts to go into production and if you're Warner Brothers, do you aim this towards movie theaters with fingers crossed that we're going to get movie theaters back within the next year, or do you aim it towards HBO Max?
Well, I mean, I think it depends, right? I mean, I see what's funny about Warner Brothers is that they pride themselves on being like the studios of like filmmakers first, right? So when Nolan says he wants to put 10 in theaters, they're going to put 10 in theaters. When Patty Jenkins says she prefers to see Wonder Woman not on streaming, not on HBO Max, and wait to see it in theaters, she's going to say that. So it depends on if George Miller, what was George Miller's stance on this, I think is going to play a big part into what decision they're going to make. I think probably this movie is probably going to be far enough off to where they can maybe probably by the time this comes out, the world will be back to some semblance of normalcy. So maybe there will be theaters back, and maybe there will be a place to exhibit this. But yeah, I think it just depends on what their take is, what the financial take is, and what George Miller says, because Warner Brothers says they pride themselves on creative freedom, but sometimes they don't always live up to it. But that's what they pride themselves on. So
I think what you do here, Kristian, is you try to keep the costs as low as possible so that you can figure it out no matter what. I think you hope for a theatrical release. You go about making the movie. You look to see where you can cut some corners, not major corners, but a couple mil here, a couple mil there. You try to keep your costs low, and you ask people to take points on the back end, and you try to figure out a way that you're not crazy pouring out money on the top. And then you hope for theaters. And if you can't, then you have this contingency plan.
Yeah, well, use Lawrence to tell us exactly what the hell you think about it. Is this crazy? Should they be going after the streaming service also, like everything else here too? Because here's the question I have with, I guess with theaters in general. And Lindsey, I just did what you did. I just spaced out right in the middle of that.
I got you because I was just full. I was like, all right, brain, take it all in.
There you go.
Here's $25 just to have Brett scream at random for the rest of the show to scare his family. And Roxy.
And Roxy.
Shut up! That math class is going good right now.
Right? They're going to be like, what's happening at that household? Oh man, it's just such a
We're
strange.
getting a divorce. No, that was.
Oh no!
But maybe. No, pandemic's hitting everybody hard. Listen,
Put
no,
your pants down. All right. Anybody, get on over there, streamlabs.com/the Schmodown. Interrupt the show however you'd like. We're going to move on to the next story. Alex, what do we got?
Let's stay on the topic of filming things.
Yes.
Mission Impossible 7 and
Bring
Batman.
it over this way. Yeah. Back it up a little more. That was for the beeping.
What'd you do, RB3? You showed your
Dirty Lawrence
password?
donated $20. Pardon the interruption, but I have an announcement. Balls,
got?
that is all.
And a
Great
tip to
announcement.
the hat too.
RB3, what'd you do? You don't know?
Man, I'm trying to get that ball sound clip. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I'm disappointed. What did I do? What happened?
I don't know. They're all saying that you showed your password.
Did I? Well, okay.
Bro, yo, everybody about to charge everything to your PayPal or whatever the hell it is you logging into right now.
Wait, when did that happen? Did they see it or did
I
they
have
see
no
just
idea. They're
like
all
the
laughing
box?
at it. Do you want me to say it out loud?
No, please don't.
Roxy, why?
No, I just want him to know so he's safe.
Whatever it is, why don't you just change your password?
Yeah, I'll change it right now. Now.
all right.
Well, I can't change it right now on air because people apparently can see it. So.
Yeah, they all said that they saw you logging in. I don't know how.
I would just say change
They
it
see me
before
logging
someone else.
in. I thought because when you type in the password, you don't see the little. You just see the little.
It depends because now they all have that little eyeball thing.
They
you
said
can
they
click.
didn't. They said they didn't see the password.
Okay,
but they saw you enter a password.
Okay. Cool.
They're trying to guess what it is.
Oh,
They already said what it was.
It's not Alligator 3, is it?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, that's what they said.
Yeah, that's what
You
it
can
said.
try that though. Try it, please. You know, and I can
No,
track down
they're
every
gonna
single
lock you
VPN.
out.
No, I'm track down every single VPN. Thank courtesy of Victoria's VPN.
That's right. Someone said it was balls. BAWLLS. I don't think
Balls?
it's balls. You got it, RB3? Where is it?
There we go. Here we go.
It's Zendaya 543.
Balls.
It's Zendaya.
Best clips
so you
ever.
know.
Is it Zendaya?
Zendaya. So we're talking about what the Batman and
Not when I knew her.
Mission Impossible.
7.
So I mean, that's what I'm so curious about. I keep asking the same question. It's like because here's the other question that I was going to ask before was that do you think that it's also possible? Let's say that AMC, Regal, all the big theater chains that we know just aren't able to hang on and they're done, right? Don't you think that somebody is going to capitalize on the public's want or need for theaters and start like a Mark Cuban, like somebody along those lines. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Someone's starting their own theater chain because the reason why that these companies would go under, these AMCs or whatnot, is because they're in debt and they can't sustain their business in their theaters. Well, if somebody hasn't built theaters yet and it's time and they can put this money into and build it and be almost like a monopoly, someone's going to do that. You don't think?
I mean,
I do. It's just so sad.
I know.
I think drive-ins are making a big comeback.
Nobody else noticed Ben Bateman.
I saw Ben Bateman came in. I saw that. Yeah.
My bad.
I for a second I thought that was Ben because Alex has been quiet most of the show. So I was like, why does Ben sound like he's talking from a tunnel? I don't understand. But yeah, no, go ahead, Alex. You're saying with the drive-ins?
Yeah, drive-ins are making a big comeback. I know a lot of pop-up drive-ins are happening, and I went to the New Mutant ones, the New Mutants one. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to see Tenet soon, so like I'm willing to do that, and it's less risky.
Yeah,
right.
I've been an avid drive-in fan too, and I've been going very regularly. But the problem we've approached now is that there's literally nothing else to see. There's literally nothing to do. There's only been Tenet. I saw Tenet a month ago for the second time in the drive-in, and they're still playing that. That's the only thing they're playing. So.
And dude, nobody's gonna. They're not gonna put budgets towards movies to make them for drive-in theaters. They're just not. There's not gonna put not big budget movies. There's no chance they're gonna because just how many cars were all fit into even the Rose Bowl. What when the Rose Bowl one does it?
Well, it was a good amount of people. It was
400.
Yeah, 400. I think 200 on each side. So on each screen.
If you're a studio, there's no chance you're going to put your money towards drive-in theaters as the way you're going to do it for a streaming service. It just doesn't make sense. All right, Cool. Moving on to some of this other stuff. Are there any more big stories here, Alex? And a reminder here, guys. We are run on your donations, so if you're able to, streamlabs.com/schmodown, whether it's a super chat or a schmobot, Lawrence, as he is lovely known now by Roxy. So please go ahead and do that.
Once again, asking for your financial support.
Thank you, Bernie. All right, let's get to the next subject there, Alex.
Let's talk about this live-action Tintin movie. So filmmaker Patrice Leconte, who did The Man on the Train, is hoping to do a Tintin story. What interests me, though, about the story is that this obviously isn't going to involve Spielberg. And what did you guys think of that Spielberg movie back in 2011? And they were supposed to do a Peter Jackson two-parter.
Yeah, and Andy Serkis was going to do one.
Later on, Andy Serkis was going to be in it.
No, Andy Serkis was going to direct. Andy Serkis was going to direct the third one.
Oh, the third one. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
Olivier donated $20. More screaming Brett, please.
Go to hell!
Yeah. So,
I can't even imagine the Zoom class that
It's so bad. Her room is right there. I mean, it's if it was my son's, maybe if my wife was in the other room, but like that's my youngest in like behind that wall right there.
Like I'm just imagining the teacher right now. It's like, why is your daddy so angry? Do we need to send it a wellness check? Like, what's happening?
I haven't gotten a text yet, so she may be muted and on,
not yet, until she starts screaming at you for sure. All right, let's.
What's Tintin?
Tintin,
like Rin Tintin.
I loved. Not Rin Tintin. No, not Rin Tintin.
Is that different?
Very different. So
what's Tintin?
Tintin was what the hell's Bill Elliott? Jamie Bell played the character Tintin. It's a computer animated movie, but based off the classic stories. And it's about this kid. He's like an adventurer. He meets this captain who was played by Andy Serkis. It's one of my favorite motion capture roles by Andy Serkis that no one talks about. It's an underrated Spielberg movie.
Captain, like it's a boat thing?
Yeah. But the kid is more. He's just
James
it's very Indiana Jones.
$20. I like the OG Schmeebot more. I started the haunting, not
How's that?
saying the girl deserves everything that's coming to her, but she did not any warnings given to her. How about that season finale of The Boys? Girls really do get it done.
Yeah. I have not started Haunting of Bly House, but I heard phenomenal things. And when it comes to The Boys, that season finale was so fucking phenomenal. RB3, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're really gonna watch this show.
Sabrina wrote a great review for the Haunting of Bly Manor.
Coffee Nerd Herder donated $20. Can we get Angry Lydia beating the shit out of Jeremiah again?
Well, we're not. It's like, come on. Let's not overdo it. I mean,
trying to ruin this man's life.
It would be extremely. I don't know, unprofessional to do that. So there's.
I don't think Brett's here.
Oh, he's not. Darn it. Well, let's see. Maybe he is. Maybe you can hear it.
I hope he comes in right on time. That make my life.
We're gonna try it. We're gonna see.
Doesn't have his headphones on.
Maybe that's right. Maybe the audience can scream it at the right time. Let's see. I'm waiting.
I'm sorry, Sheridan. You okay? You good? You good? Okay. My bad.
No, we didn't get it. So, but the audience screamed Jeremiah, so that was good. We'll get him. We'll get him again. We'll get him to do it. So yeah. So that's my stance on this. Does anybody have a different stance about Tintin?
Oh,
Well, I didn't know what it was, so.
The stance is that I think that it should
I
be made.
didn't know what Tintin was.
It should be made live. I think it should be made live. I think because it was the best Indiana Jones movie to me that came out since The Last Crusade. It is a good Indiana Jones type movie, and you could tell from Spielberg. I'd love to actually watch it again. I saw the movie twice in the theaters.
I think I think it was a great Indiana Jones movie, that adaptation. I don't know exactly how close it was.
In a _, voice donated $20.
Thank you so much.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end.
See?
Wow.
Man, I love this voice.
I wish I fucking spoke like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like in Shakespearean and iambic pentameter?
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
what a panty peeler that would be.
Damn. I didn't realize that's all it took, Rox. We just got to get someone to talk Shakespeare to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're saying it would be a panty peeler if you could talk that way.
I think so. You don't think so?
Oh no, but you're peeling panties, so you're wanting to peel panties, or is panty peeling? You want to peel? Do you want to peel some trousers or some panties or some tidy whities?
Some draw.
Yeah,
you trying to get
my
some
sexual preferences?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I thought we could get personal about it. I don't know.
Roxy out here trying to peel some draws.
Or are you saying if somebody else did it, it's a panty peeler for you?
$20. I've got big balls. I've got big balls. Dare such big balls. And dare dirty big balls. And he's got big balls. And she's got big balls. But he's got the biggest balls of them all.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Carlos Perez donated $20. Top of the morning, good sirs.
Balls?
Also, good morning to you, my lady Roxy. I wanted to hear this new robot quote Romeo and Juliet so. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee.
Now you're getting creative.
The more I have for both are infinite.
Now, I'll tell you what. Now, even though that was great, that last one, who was the guy right before that? What was his name?
Balls?
Yeah, who was it? What was his name? RB3, the guy who sent that.
Let me see. I'm pulling it up right now.
Sir Lawrence of Arabia or something?
Oh, that might have been it, yeah.
Sir, Lawrence? What, you don't remember? All right. So either way, whoever put that in there, hopefully RB3 can pull up the name, but like whoever put that in there, that is someone who clearly understands this show. So that's the immaturity that you would do. You want to have this, and by the way, that's how you take advantage of Lawrence. You make him say, haven't we all wanted an English butler to just say really inappropriate stuff? So that's exactly what Lawrence is for today. So guys, put balls in there, do whatever the fuck you want to do, but utilize Lawrence. Have some fun with it. If you're going to put a schmobot in, that's how you got to do it. Brett.
Roxy, real quick, if I could agree with you as far as the whole panty peeler or draw peeler, I mean, I feel like anything that a British person says, for the most part, unless they're like, you blind wanker, like most of it does make you be like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That schmobot was Jay Golden Eyes, by the way. Jay Golden.
Okay. So Jay Golden Eyes, thank you. You clearly know this show, and thank you for saying balls. So here's a story that I wanted to tell, and I'm very excited for all of you to hear it. There was a man wondering where would he be if it was not for his barbecue in his backyard. So he went out to the barbecue. He started to put the meat that he marinated on the grill, thinking how wonderful life is and how it'll all be good once he takes a bite of that burger. And then he looked. Someone had stolen his gas. He'd have to cook it in a pan. This man was
My favorite part is RB3's reaction whenever this happens.
so good.
I missed a lot, haven't I?
Yeah, dude, you missed a lot.
Oh my God, what are you doing? Just got it.
Christian, what do you think about Alex versus Ben?
Did you hear that?
No, I heard it.
Lydia from last week, who ran into the room and was she just texted her dad and said, "What are you doing?" So Lydia did make a text. What did you say, Rox?
What do you think about Alex versus Ben?
What do you mean?
In the position, like, what do you think?
Oh, come on! What do you do that to? What do you do to these poor?
I just want to know what you think.
I think Alex. I think Alex is the best time code guy in the business. Yesterday, like when I asked Alex to make sure that the time codes were pretty detailed, and like they were phenomenal yesterday, Alex. Great call.
Keeping that tradition up.
They're great.
I'm a shit star.
Pascal 420 donated $20. When it comes to the paradoxical nature of the universe, one must also contemplate the complexities of universal constants. The shifting of the tectonic plates, the effects of spatial disruptions of a nucleic particle, and the ball shavings of manscaping.
That's right.
Yes, quite right. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Balls. Thank you so much.
Christian, is your mix minus thing on?
Not anymore.
Yes. It is indeed. Thank you. The Schmobot or Lawrence made sure to let me know that that's exactly what happened. What was the question before that? Was there a question or no? You have any more news stories?
Talking?
No more news stories. So that's it. Is there anything else, Alex, in there or no?
I mean, we got more Disney Plus stories if you want to talk about that. Get back to that.
What is it? What's it?
It's the 20th Century Fox's old Marvel movies are now a part of Disney Plus, but they are kind of shuffled away in a sense.
They put
under Marvel
Mickey
Legacy.
Mouse. What are you talking? What's this Disney? With the Mickey Mouse? That's what you sound like. Great.
Garrett underscore AM underscore Lee donated $20. What up, y'all? Haven't been able to donate in a bit, but I just got paid for a commercial I shot. It was my first time on set since March. I hope you're all well. Has anyone seen the trailer for 9 Days? It was awesome. Check it out. Pickaninny whore.
Oh, pickaninny whore. All right. Well, pickaninny.
That's not a good term.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's actually a really bad word.
Yeah, that's.
What is it?
It's on
Sound it out.
Well, it's in it a child slave that was being sold. It was, it was. That's.
How do I sound that out?
It's not.
Okay. I'm with you now. I'm close.
There was like a racist Dixie Time song about that.
Was there?
Yeah.
But did that have to do with the show, or was that just balls? I don't know. With the 9 days.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that was.
I just know that
it's
word
a little
is
off-putting. Yeah.
What's the horror part about?
Curtis donated $20. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you're in the kitchen eating out the goddamn refrigerator, eating up all the food, all the chicken,
all the pig feet, all the collard greens.
I want some of them chitlins. I love pig feet.
I love pig feet. I love pig feet.
What's that from?
Friday. That's from Friday.
Oh, okay.
First one. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Let's get to some of these Streamlabs that you guys have put in. Streamlabs.com/the Schmodown. All right, let's start. We're going to start here. There was someone who asked about the tournament itself, because the tournament, by the way, is
Power.
What's that?
The tournament of power.
The singles tournament. The one that, the Shannon Millers. So here is taking of the source who said, was it ever reconsidered having the finals of the singles tournament be the undercard of Corruption versus Shazam pay-per-view? No. Because, we want to make sure that everybody had the finals. Everybody's been watching this tournament every day. We'll give the finals on YouTube. And then also I was just very excited to have both Gray Drake and Stacy back. You are going to find out on Friday who the November pay-per-view is. So make sure you watch on Friday. There's an announcement.
Who is it?
on Friday, so make sure check out the announcement. Okay, so let's start. Thank you there for that question. And going to the next one.
Password donated $20.
RB3 password.
69 Winston A. Ron Marshall Brett's Butthole 53 Christian Cork 23 AM. I getting close RB3.
Oh, you getting close?
No, you're a little bit off. You're a little bit off.
Little off. Yeah. Rob Fishbeck. I discovered by the Germans in 1904. They named it San Diego, which of course in Germany means a whale's vagina. There you go. Check out the World Girls on Wednesday nights with World Friends. Oh, there you go, Roxy. That's a nice plug.
Obsessed with Rob Fishbeck, and he wrote like this epic song too. He's just amazing. And yeah, the whale's vagina. It's not for you guys.
No, I didn't get it. But hey,
what's garbage, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's from Anchorman.
There we go, Brett. There we go.
First off, I want to hear Lawrence say schlong. That's better. Money well spent. We need Brett to scream. I apologize for screaming so much today.
Can you scream? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, scream so much. Make me do things like that.
I mean, unbelievable.
I also have a neighbor like right there too, like three thin walls in this apartment complex.
Should say like, I promise I'll do better next time, honey. I promise.
Here's the first donation by Curtis. The impression one. Can we get Dumbledore trying to convince Elmo, Michael B. Jordan, and Old Man Winston to protect Harry Potter? All right, that's. Do you got that one for me, RB3? All right, gather up, everyone. Very nice to see you, Old Man Winston, Michael B. and Elmo. So, I ask you all, young Harry is a wanted child. Elmo, how will you protect Harry?
I'm gonna give Harry Potter, Regeneron, which is made from stem cells of aborted babies, and it's gonna make him feel as strong as Donald Trump.
Not the answer I was looking for.
I thought that's what everybody needs, because that's what's making everybody better.
Quiet, Elmo. This is highly inappropriate. Next, Old Man Winston, how would you protect Harry?
You talking about that little white boy that does the card tricks? That's simple. Black people love card tricks. They be like, oh my God. So just send them to the hood. They'll be fine to protect his ass.
So far, you make the most compelling pitch.
Yeah.
Michael B., what say you?
Well, man, hey, my man, hey, what's up, Dumbledore? You've always been an icon of mine. I've been a big fan of yours. Hey, greatest actor in the world, just sees my face and all that. Hey, my way to protect them, just want him an Oscar. Just get him in a good movie. Who is that Daniel Radcliffe guy who's playing him? So, why not?
This, as animated as that was, it also makes no sense, as young Harry would be exposed to the world. So for that, Old Man Winston, Gryffindor, gets 20 points.
There it is. There it is right there. I don't know, what can I turn them points in for? Can I take them down to the grocery store, give me a discount on my folding?
I just want to say my microphone's blocking my beautiful face acting, but
God damn it, RB3.
All right, cool. Thank you for that one. All right, let's get to our next one. Streamlabs.com/the Schmodown. Yes. All right, James Lavario, thank you for your Schmobots. Same with Kyle Van de Door. But we're going to Cody Allen, who says, hey, I love Kevin Smith. I listen to his podcast, but that's only once a week. I listen to Brett the Sniper Sheridan Monday through Friday. So for once, I got to root against Kevin Smith. Well, there you go. What? Going to root against him. Kevin Smith, by the way, I had him on one-on-one. It's up on the channel now. If you haven't listened to it or checked it out, please do so. It's a great conversation. It was a lot of fun.
that guy over there donated $20.
Thank you,
So what's
that.
the plan then? Right. Well, take the car. Go to Mum's. Kill Phil, sorry. Grab Liz, go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint and wait for all of this to blow over. How's that for a slice of fried gold? Yeah, boy.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, boy.
Can I do it?
That's right. Nerdy.
God, I'm gonna win.
What do you mean?
I
He
guess
gets Anchorman. He gets Shaun
You're doing good,
Dead.
sure.
He's moving to Schmodown. What do you mean?
I know.
Also, who do you like better, Ben or Ben or Alex? Come on, answer the
I
question.
forget who wrote it, but somebody in the chat was like, Roxy, might as well ask him which one of his kids he loves better. And I was like, that is a great follow-up.
Nerdy glasses.
Alan Smithy donated $20. Hello, governors. Top of the morning to all you panty peelers. My knickers are knackered. Bob's your uncle and I need to get some fish and chips while drinking tea and moaning about the latest footy match. Plus I'll be eating bangers and mash. Double naughty.
There you go.
I'm not gonna lie, that peeled my draws. I mean, like I said, just that British voice, no matter what bangers and man.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nerdy glasses. Winston! Yesterday on IG show, you said you couldn't be on Supermarket Sweep because you were in too many things. But Jay Washington was on The Weakest Link, which aired around a week ago. Are you more famous than Jay? It's great seeing schmovillians on TV.
So funny story about that. I was almost Weakest Link would have potentially had me, but a buddy of mine I went to college with is actually on the development board for that show specifically. So I got a call right as they were saying, be like, "Hey, so this dude knows you, so you can't do the show." So yeah, but Supermarket Sweep, I think it's because it's ABC and I did stuff for Disney. They were like, "Nah, sorry."
Oh man,
yeah,
I'm
very sad about that.
Yeah.
What is that show? It's a reality show?
Supermarket Sweep? Oh, it's the greatest game show of all time. If you haven't
$20. Apple has just unveiled the new iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. My recommendation, go with the normal iPhone 12 as you'll still get the same fast performance and sharp-looking screen for cheaper. Pro models just add features for pro photographers and VJs.
Dude, did you just buy a phone?
I just buy a phone. I just got a new one, 3 cameras and everything.
Take it back, bro. Like how long ago?
Just like a couple months ago. I think I
a
actually
couple
got
months.
for my birthday.
A couple months. That's too late. Oh no.
They'll come out with another one in a week. Don't worry.
They are. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It takes so fucking long to pay off these phones. They're like $1,500 fucking dollars.
I know.
It's insane.
True.
Yeah.
Ace Money. The Irishman was a 9-hour discount version of Casino. Everyone jerked off about it because of the pedigree of the actors and the nostalgia factor of Martin Scorsese returning to the genre that he helped define. Please forward this Streamlab to Kate. Yeah, she'll love that one for sure. Jump into Elmo's inner voice. I'm going to be careful on this one. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind of to suffer. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. This is the. Didn't we do this one already?
Yeah, it was read out.
Yeah, but it was. But I guess he did it twice. Oh, he did it twice. He did it one. He did it one as a Schmobot, and he did it one. Maybe he didn't know.
Maybe because he knew it was the panty pillar.
Maybe. Patricia Metz. I'm with Roxy about Shakespeare being sexy. I miss you, Ben Goddard. Still love you, Alex. Watched Coco in the theater last night. Cried my eyes out thinking of my own grandmother I lost a little over 2 years ago. But it was beautiful on the big screen. That is a beautiful movie. It's funny. It gets better. That's one of those movies that gets better when you watch it more, I think,
that
too.
last Remember Me song hits even still to this day.
Yeah, it's really good.
Number one favorite Pixar movie?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's tough, man. I'd have to go through them all.
Okay.
I mean,
you.
I think it's Inside Out, but it might be Up. I go back and forth.
See, I don't like the second half of Up, but I definitely like Inside Out a lot. Inside Out is close. I just watched it recently again with my daughter. I really love it. The first Finding Nemo is really good. Toy Story.
Yeah,
that's mine.
Toy Story is pretty high up there. Incredibles is up there for me. But the other thing I was gonna say, you want to play the best Disney drinking game ever, watch Coco, and every time the word photograph gets said, everybody yells out, "Look at this photograph!" And then you fucking take a drink, and you will be plastered by the time the final Remember Me comes on. You will start crying.
Yeah,
what an amazing way to watch that movie.
Thanks, RB3. Thank you.
How it was intended.
I'm sure the Mexican grandmas are loving that.
I know.
Loving it.
This photograph.
Really giving respect to such a beautiful film.
It's a great movie. It's a really good movie. But
all all of my Mexican homies were the one that put me on to that. They're like, hey, you want to see some dope, son? Check this out.
Yeah. Here's Elmo's inner voice for you, Brett, that I definitely wish I could. Actually, you know what? I'm going to text this to you, and you can read it as Elmo, because this was sent in. It was by Elmo's inner voice, and I will send this to you because this was. I could definitely see Elmo. It's almost like he knows how to write for you, Brett. It's really good. Hold on, here it is. Are you ready? Here it comes.
Here it comes. It's coming. It's going through the web.
It is, and I'll play a little music for you. That was disgusting. Here's a little music. Tell me when you're ready for it.
I'm ready.
Going through the web.
To shave or not to shave? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind of my balls, the slings and arrows of outrageous manscaped, or to take my schlong against a sea of blue chew, and by opposing end them, to die, to fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Cease and desist.
My panties are still on after that.
That one, Elmo doesn't do it for you? I'm glad that a child puppet isn't dropping your panties right.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Tongue punch fart box. Kristian, you mentioned a video from Guy in front of the Irwin-Tom match, but we never saw it. Care to explain? Also, I'll take Roxy screaming sexy numbers over Collins' use of correction any day. Can we get a Chips versus Bagels exhibition match? Well, Alex is in the league. He's in the league. He just hasn't had an opportunity to play this season, but I'd love to see Alex against Goddard. That'd be a good one. Maybe they battle for who does time codes.
And I feel like, and Alex, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Goddard would like kick your ass.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I like that, Alex.
Wait, how are you, Alex?
Look at Roxy recruiting.
You're
I can't
fading
hear
away.
you, Alex, honey.
I said I'm doing well. I was doing good.
No, not in life. At the game.
I feel like I can do pretty well. I was in that new releases match, the exhibition match, which you can. Is it on Patreon?
Yeah, Alex, look, I love you to death. I have to ask you a question.
What's up?
It sounds like you're recording in your bathroom.
Yeah.
Do you have a microphone?
I don't have a microphone. I can sell one for tomorrow.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Okay, sounds good.
Did you go back in time and somehow mess up your parents' meeting? Because you're fading away right now. and
you can't hear you. It's absolutely right. Where's the...
I gotta go back in time.
Alex, I got a USB mic if you need one, bro. I got a nice one if you need one.
Look at that. See?
Has anybody acknowledged how great Alex's hair looks like this, though? I will say, you've got like the indie rocker thing going on.
I like it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Alex said he's going to sing a song on Friday that is going to basically everything that happened this week, his experience, he is going to put it together into a song and he's going to play it out on Friday. Isn't that correct, Alex?
I totally promised to do that.
That's right.
I want to be here. I'm sad.
So Alex will be singing a song on Friday. So everybody prepare.
Alex, what are you going to say about me?
Lovely.
Good. I mean, I got to tell you, the back and forth is phenomenal.
You're liking this bit, Kristian? I'm just curious.
It's so good.
For you? Yes,
it's
good.
amazing.
That's
it's
what
just
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Jab after jab and zing after zing.
It was pitched.
Yo, that's a draw pillow.
Yeah, it was called Nuke the Energy. I remember it was called. Yeah. All right.
Are those crickets on acid? What the fuck is going on, RB3?
I'm enjoying it.
Not bad.
All right, let's get a super chat because we are approaching the super chats. And if you guys are able to, once again, streamlabs.com/theschmodown. We'll stay here as long as you want us to stay here up until the 12 o'clock hour. So if not, we'll get the hell out of here early. It's up to you guys. Whatevers.
Whoa.
Whatevers, man.
You're whatever.
Whatevers. Wiley Henry. Lathora and Miss Carter were my first crushes. Is that from yesterday? That
was yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was. All right, going back to
the Geekdom show, Mondays at 4 o'clock.
Hey, go check it out. Go hit the podcast up.
$20.
Thank you.
To be or not to be? That is the question RB's Lamp is asking right now.
Oh
yeah.
Good. Christopher Atkinson. Here you go, RB3. Get paid. Congrats on Superstore.
Yesterday.
That's yesterday?
Yeah.
Bill? It says 10:13. Lion sacks of shit. Jamin John. Kristian, please react to Ari Spears' Rocky crying for the first time on YouTube. Anybody heard this?
No, I haven't. Did Ari Spears did a new thing?
I mean, it might not necessarily be a new thing, but it could be something.
I loved Ari Spears as a kid. I loved him. He was one of my favorite comedians. Like,
dude, Ari Spears is like Shaq and Charles Barkley helped me develop my Shaq and Charles Barkley because they're so fucking good.
Dude, his Jay-Z is next level.
Dude, his Jay-Z is great too. I agree, but dude, his Shaq, it's like he's reading the bouncing ball as he talks.
Right, here it is.
Oh yeah, he's so. If y'all genuinely wanted to lose your shit, look up his impressions of Charles Barkley and Shaq. He did on, I want to say, Shaq's All-Star Comedy Jam, where he's talking about how Shaq looks like he's reading the bouncing ball when he talks. Like,
it's really good. Oh yeah, there's another part of that question, I guess, for the guy stuff. Yeah, we didn't. This is the thing that people don't realize, and it's like a good thing, but it still frustrates me. It may there's a lot of comments on the Facebook group lately on Schmodown on how, like, well, I missed the storylines. I wish they wouldn't have gone away from the storylines. You think I wanted to go away from the storylines?
We are not in person.
Like that,
we are digital.
But and it's like I missed the storyline stuff. I wish it would come back. I can't believe that because of the sports thing they got away from storyline. It has nothing to do with it. I am dying to do the storylines. I cannot do them because I can't just keep running storylines through this. There will be one that's coming up soon, but it's run through Zoom, and everything's run through Zoom. That sucks. It's fucking boring. And one of the things that we had. And the other thing is timing and having to do. There was something that was to be planned out for Guy to come out first and do this particular video, and we couldn't get to it, and it didn't happen. So we got screwed with it. It just sucks. It's like this is one of the things with it's killing me. Look, the competition in the digital age. It just brings.
DLD donated $20. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with a nitty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Want to pull up tough cause you notice that butt was stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Thick in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I want to get with ya and take your picture.
PLD, that was kind of surprising for you.
It was good though. But just anyway, so the competition this season has been incredible. It just really is a testament to both the managers and the competitors on how great these competitors are, how next level they are, and how great the managers have been working with them. And again, competition's been the best. Playing along with the matches, being part of the matches, loved it. Is this my ideal season? Is it any of the managers or competitors' ideal season? No, stuck because I hate the digital format.
Who do you think, Kristian, is the best digital competitor? Like specifically at digital, who do you think has been able to transfer over the best?
I think Merle's done very well. I think Chance has done very well. Bibiani has done very well. Obviously, Adam Collins. I think has done.
Miller.
Shannon Miller, Ace. Have all done very well. So I think that they've all adapted, and I think that the reason why Chance and Oyama, I think, has done very well. I think the reason why
in the digital format, you mean?
Yeah, I think when you look at, I think there's something to be said when people who are playing in other leagues beforehand that was what they were used to. I think that it comes second nature to them, and I also think Liz Shannon Miller is a great example of someone who didn't play in those leagues, but never wanted to necessarily be in front of the camera and being a big personality. She just knows movies very well. She's very knowledgeable. She's very intelligent. She knows how to play the game, but she wasn't the big theatrical. So she shines at home. You can see how big her personality is at home. She hasn't shown that in the studio too much, So, but it's not the show. It just isn't the show. The show is having.
I was just curious who you thought transferred.
No. Your question. I'm talking about something else in general from what these fans are saying. It's just not the show. Like I don't want to do digital. I mean, we'll do digital for as long as we have to do it. But this is not what the show is, and it's not how you build out characters. It's not how you build out storylines and get more people interested in things. It's just not how you do it. But we have to. So,
are you guys having talks, Kristian, about transferring back to non-digital and like I don't know, people getting tested, coming in the studio.
Yeah. Like there are a lot of talks about that, and I haven't had there's no pushback on it. Just everybody wants to do it the right way. But I will say I'm leading that charge. I want to make sure we do it as safe as possible and how we do it. Because this show that we're doing right now, the competition is great. It is not the show. It's not the show yet. I love it. I think that the matches have just been holy shit. Like I'm on the edge of my seat every time. The sports side of it is huge, but it's something's missing. You know what I mean? Something's missing. So I'm hoping that season 8 is what we all remember from the show, and we're gonna put we're gonna put a lot of new things, new twists and things. So excited about it. All right, next, let's get to any more questions here. We'll see if there's anything else that has come in. Streamlabs.com/the Schmodown if you're able to. All right, so Brandon Ninja, you only have 2 choices for your conclusion. Would you rather freeze or burn? Sorry for the morbid question. I think freeze. I think you'd shut down quick enough and freeze. Your body would just shut down. You'd kind of go out. I think.
Is this to death or to
your end? To your end. You're out.
Well, they say freezing to death feels like burning to death until the very end. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I don't know.
I think freezing, because then I think your body could still be identified.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I mean, you can still be from your teeth, but still, it's pretty fucked up. I think Jaimin John, movie characters who knew they were in movies: The Mask, everyone in Blazing Saddles, Shrek, Wayne and Garth in Wayne's World, Woody Allen in Annie Hall, Bill Murray in Space Jam, Deadpool, right? Deadpool's one.
Deadpool,
Charlie Kaufman and Adaptation.
Mm-hmm. Charlie Kaufman in that last movie he did.
Well, maybe not movie, but Will Smith in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he breaks the fourth wall a lot.
Ferris Bueller?
Harley Quinn?
Ferris Bueller's a good one.
Harley Quinn, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that's it. If you want to put another, any more questions in there.
Why aren't you reading Newton Lambert's?
Thank you, Roxy. As I look through, hey guys, question for Roxy and Winston: have you guys given any thought to having separate awards just within your factions? Team MVP, best match. It's a good question. So, Roxy, you going to give anything out to your best players?
I hadn't thought about doing a separate awards for them, especially because I've only really had like 4 players who have played this year. So, but maybe, I don't know. Winston, what are you thinking?
I feel like you guys are just trying to make my life even harder. I already have to figure out who the hell I'm going to keep, and now I got to give out awards to people and shit. Like, this is...
Who are you guys?
It's not your business right now. It's not January.
Everything is my business.
Look here, young man. Respect your elders.
I'm going to respect you, but I have to ask you a question. You're the manager here, and you've done just a fantastic job of building up your players. You've done very well in the tournaments. Shannon Miller, she's been fantastic. And then you have your own version of Whiskey and Lulu. Lon Harris, I would say, was both Whiskey and Lulu. And you have Polo Yama. So when you have them, dear, and then Ace, I love the Ace. He's so good. He's almost like a Jedi. I see what they did there. Star Wars. He's doing fantastic. So how do you keep...
And Chandru.
Oh, yeah, the champion. That's right. He does the dancing, the back and the forth. I like it. Who, like Dice says. What do you think? Who you got to keep? Tell the people. They want to know.
I might just go out on top and say, fuck this. That's too much stress. 2020 was stressful enough, goddammit.
Okay, now here's a question for Roxy Striar.
Yeah.
Roxy, you have the odd couple. They're so odd. This is true. You have Mike and Draco. He says, "Hi, look at me. I'm going to be mean to you one day, but if I like you, I'll be nice, even if I'm supposed to be mean." And there's Jeff Snyder. He's fucking crazy. I love him so much. So let me ask you a question. Will you break them up? Will they stay together? The world wants to know. Come on.
It depends a lot on this tournament. And we'll see how the tournament goes. I mean, it's going to be a conversation no matter what, because we've been together for so long. I feel like maybe we're the team that's been together the longest right now. I don't know that that's true.
Yeah, you
but
and Founding Fathers.
yeah. So we'll see how we do in the tournament, and it's going to be a lot up to what they want.
All right. Well, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I'm going to now move on over. I think there's one more question. Then
And once again, asking for your financial support.
Thank you, Bernie. Yes, and streamlabs.com/. You want to throw one? You know what? Somebody have Lawrence take us out with a new Schmobot. We'll put the challenge on you guys. Somebody have us put what is Lawrence's best goodbye to the audience here today? And then I think that there is Alan David, whose hair is better?
Marzoña in a voice donated $20.
Thank
In
you.
here there were 2 balls killing each other, but I guess that's better than 20 million balls. I
Nice,
guess what
Rocky
I'm
Ford.
trying to say is that if I can shave and you can shave, everybody can shave.
See, Rocky IV style again.
I can
great,
shave.
Great call.
You can shave.
Whose hair is
You
better?
can shave.
Roxy's,
Y'all shave, yeah.
Marzoña's, or Winston's?
In life or right now?
Right now, it's Marzoña.
Yeah.
I badly want to go get a haircut because look, if I fade this out like I know, ooh, y'all in for some sexy trouble. You know
I
what
don't know.
I'm
I
talking
kind of like it like that. Like Dragon Ball Z.
That's like it's just. I mean, that's the whole thing. What I do
See that
nowadays
guy
is
over there donated $20.
Thank
Stop. You're going to take someone's eye out. Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Now, if you two don't mind him going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse,
right.
expelled.
Harry Potter.
hit me with that Harry Potter, baby.
Leviosa.
My daughter wants to get in and fuck somebody up in Harry Potter trivia. I'll tell you that. She's.
I mean,
shit.
I'm feeling
She
good
looking for
right now.
manager?
I know, right? No, but she's right. She's ready. To
I'll
rock.
take her. I'm feeling good, bro. I just had. Do you understand, Kristian? When I tell you, maybe not next year, but the year after that, I may step out of this manager shit and go back to being a player because the amount of studying I have to do to help Ace and Chandru, let alone for my show, I watched all of the fucking Harry Potter movies in 24 hours.
Wow. I'll hold you to it. Villanelle, I'm sorry this is a stupid question. I love the Schmodown, but I don't know sports very well. Is there any chance for the Mercs to win the whole thing, even though they are in 4th place? Hi, Alex. Love your Insidious movie commentary. It will be hard for the Mercs, I think, mathematically, because they have the team's championship coming up, and if they win, that would be 3 points, 4 with a knockout. If they then win the titles and then defend the titles, that's an additional 5 points. So right there, that could be potential 8 to 9 points that they could add. If Perry and Haile win the whole tournament, that would again be
they had a play-in, so they get an additional 2. So 2 potentially.
It would be
3,
2. That's right, 2, 3,
and then another
6.
3.
Yeah, so it would be 8. No. It would be if they win the whole tournament, it would be 9. Plus
And you're not talking about TKOs or anything there, too.
Sure, that's right. So so there's enough. It's going to be hard for them to do, but it's still possible for them to do. That's the beauty of the point system itself. Same thing in Roxy. Rockstars need. They still got Snyder in the tournament right now, in the singles tournament, and then they're going to be in team. Plus, you got this horror free for all coming up. Roxy has an opportunity to win some points here on Friday night with Stacey Howard. So there's still Roxy. The Rockstar. Look, the Dungeons is out of it. The Den is pretty much out of it, and the Burning Druids are pretty much out of it. So there's still a chance. But
the Mercs, don't forget, the Mercs has a good chance with Kevin Smith versus Brett Sheridan.
That's right. There's another, and that's another one too. So
if I was going to be in the position that I'm in, there's nobody else I'd want to be in it with other than Snyder in the singles and Odd Couple in the teams tournament.
Right.
I mean, at least I've got my man.
Right. Oh, and the Mercs also have a shot. You know, this horror free for all, the way that it works is the winner of the entire free for all gets 3 points. So, and we haven't talked about it. We might do 1 point for MVP. We might. All right, there you go. That's how that all works. I'm going to double check and see if there's anything else. If not, RB3 might have to crack that music in a moment here. Not that one.
Oh, my bad.
Zamunda says Coming to America 2 is going to be streaming on Amazon. It's confirmed. I was looking forward to seeing Eddie Murphy return to the big screen after Dolomite, but I'm glad I can see the film this year. Yeah, I feel the same. We talked about it earlier on. Yeah.
Yeah, I am not going to stand for this disrespect. Already just giving Damon 5 points. Somebody about to catch these hands. All right.
Someone gave.
Someone is already talking about just give Damon 5 points in December, man.
Yeah, no shit, they're talking about that.
Dumb motherfuckers.
I'm trying to tell y'all. You understand that Ace plays best when he's playing for someone's birthday. Guess whose birthday is right at free for all? When is Spectacular?
December, the second Saturday in September. In December.
Let's find out. I got to remember what specific day that is.
Yeah.
So that is. What? You were 2 days after my birthday. You kidding me? Oh, Ace coming in with the bazooka.
What a birthday present that would be.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Roxy, do you guys fear him at all?
No.
And that's a mistake, Roxy, because Alex does. You don't. That's the problem.
No. Fear's the wrong word. Are we doing everything we can to prep and make sure that we are doing well?
Salad Von Bako
Yes.
donated $20.
Thank
To
you.
all the balls I say you are nuts. These nuts and giblies are stones and junk. Rocky Mountain oysters, marbles, and the home of spunk. Peace out, Mother F.
Thank you. Balls indeed.
Was that the show ender?
That was. I don't think so. But we're waiting for the show. We're waiting for the show ender before we
said
end the
peace
show.
out, Mother F.
I want to hear.
Oh yeah, all right.
I want to hear the end of what Roxy had to say.
The fear is the wrong word because we're not afraid. I mean, if you're Alex Damon, you want to make sure that you are prepped, ready. But like to be afraid of anybody should be afraid of Alex Damon. It doesn't go the other way around. I'm sure you guys are afraid of Alex Damon. How could you not be? And you're not? Well, then that's stupid.
I mean, here's the thing. Everybody told us we should be afraid of Ken Knapsack. Everybody told us we should be afraid of Laura Kelly. Everybody told us we should be afraid of Alex DeMolanta or Andrew
Winston,
DeMolanta.
you think we should be more afraid of you than you of
No.
us?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not.
Yes, I'll say that. I'll say that. You should be more afraid. You should be more afraid. You should.
I'm just saying simply from the standpoint that like I am so tired of people not putting respect on Ace's name. That's where I'm at. I was tired of them not putting it on Chandru's either. I was tired of them not putting it on Liz's. And so that's okay. I want everybody to think Damon is taking a walk in the park.
You can't treat this like you're the underdogs anymore. Winston, come on.
You're the champion.
We're playing the champion.
And everybody just gave you 5 points already. So you're damn right I'm going to treat it like we underdogs.
Yeah, but you're like, people are not putting respect on my player's name. Winston, you're killing it right now. Everybody's respecting you. Everybody talks about you being.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Ace.
Don't keep
I'm
repping
talking
this
about
underdog
Ace
mentality. We're the underdogs. You're sitting pretty.
The champion's the underdog?
No, not.
That's what I was saying, fam. What is she talking about?
I think she's talking about faction.
As a
because
faction.
you just named 15 other players in your faction that you're like, oh, they're not respecting. Everybody's respecting every player in your faction, and everybody's respecting Ace. They just know what's going to happen. Which is that Alex Damon's obviously going to win.
I'm gonna address all of that. When I say that, I mean from the simple standpoint of through the entirety of the Star Wars tournament, no respect to Ace until he won it.
Sir Lawrence Oblivier donated $20. Fuck you, Sen Crew is cool and fuck you.
Thank you. Very nice.
Damon's ass so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. The whole of the lead up to that championship match between Smets and Chandru. Chandru about to get stomped up out of here. Chandru, he's going to get smashed. Ain't nobody worried about no Chandru. What happened? Then Liz is getting knocked out by Rachel Silvestrini. Liz is getting knocked out by Chance. Liz is getting knocked out by Bibiani. Now she's going to go and deal with Adam Collins. Then hopefully Snyder makes it. If not, we'll deal with Ethan. We'll knock them out and Liz going to run with this. So either way, all I'm saying is every time we step up, everybody goes, you ain't shit. And then what happens?
Who are you talking about?
Would you like me to pull receipts? Because I would be more than happy to go to the Facebook and pull some receipts. I will go to the Twitter and pull some receipts.
Go to Schmodown, Rundown, Backstage, all the shows.
Well, speaking of backstage, as the great Ed Harrell reminds us, backstage is going to be on, guys, at 12:30. That's right. Stacey Howard is going to be on. She's going to be talking about her match against Gray Drake. Shazam, William Bibiani, and The Kid are going to preview their upcoming title match this Friday against Corruption. So make sure you tune in to that show with Rachel Cushing, the great Rachel Cushing, and Ben Bateman today at 12:30. 12:30. So look, that's just a little. We're months away from the spectacular, and that's just a little preview of what you have there too. Because right now, the confirmed matches at the Schmodown Spectacular are the that we just mentioned between the two managers. The Star Wars Championship. You will have the champion, the longest reigning champion we've had in movie trivia Schmodown history, Alex the Demon Damon, will defend his championship, I think perhaps for the fourth time, against the tournament winner, the undefeated Andres Ace Cabrera, who has not lost in Star Wars. He was the underdog. He won 4 matches to win the tournament. In the first big tournament, he upset pretty much everybody that he played. And then, can he do it again against the great champion? You're going to find out. Then you also have Brett Sheridan.
Afraid of.
Brett Sheridan, the sniper. 1-0, the undefeated Brett the Sniper Sheridan goes up against the man himself, Kevin Good Enough Smith, also 1-0. They go head-to-head at the Spectacular. The team's championship will be on the line. Will it be Shazam or will it be Corruption? We'll find that out on Friday, and they will play the tournament winner, which starts in November. The Inner Geekdom Championship on the line. Chandru the Chosen, champion, another swag member, defends his championship against the Inner Geekdom winner from Corruption, the Cobra, Chance Ellison. That's a big Inner Geekdom match. And then the singles championship will go down. It will be Dangerous Dan Murrell attempting to be the only person ever to defend the championship 3 times in one reign. If he's able to do it, he will be facing either Liz Shannon Miller, Adam Collins, Ethan Irwin, or Jeff Snyder. That will happen in the main event. So that is Spectacular 5. What a spectacular it is already. I can't wait, and I know I'm pretty excited about it. So just do one last check here on the donations to see if there's anything else here too. RB3, take us out, my man. Thank you guys for joining us here today on Schmodown Entertainment Network. Thank you to Roxy Striar, Winston Marshall, RB3, Brett Sheridan, and of course, hey Alex Marzoña, day number 2. He'll be back tomorrow. Roku will be here tomorrow. So thanks again, guys. Thank you to all of you. And make sure if you're not subscribed to this podcast, do it. It helps us out tremendously. Check out Dan Murrell's show. Check out Winston Marshall's show. Check out all the great Schmodown material that we have here. And don't forget to watch Backstage, 12:30. See you next time.